Hello everyone, today we're revealing shocking new satellite images from Crimea that no one expected. These images show dramatic changes that could alter everything we know about the region. Stay with us as we break down what these visuals reveal, why experts are stunned, and what this means for the ongoing conflict. Don't blink, because some of these details are truly jaw-dropping. From hidden constructions to unexpected movements, you'll see why this has everyone talking. Make sure you watch till the end, because we'll show the full extent of the changes caught from space. The first set of satellite images highlights several areas in Crimea that have undergone major changes. Analysts noticed new constructions that were not present in previous images from just a few months ago. Some of these structures appear to be large-scale facilities, possibly for military or logistical purposes. Satellite imagery allows us to measure dimensions, estimate capacity, and analyze patterns from above, offering insight into the scale of these developments. In addition to new constructions, the images reveal significant modifications to existing infrastructure. Roads, pathways, and strategic entry points have been altered, suggesting increased security and operational readiness. Experts believe these changes could indicate preparations for future strategic operations or fortification of sensitive areas. Another striking aspect is the presence of unusual patterns on the terrain, which may correspond to military equipment movement or storage. By comparing these images with older data, we can identify exactly what has been added, removed, or modified. These subtle but crucial differences provide a rare window into the ongoing situation on the ground. For viewers, this level of detail shows how modern satellite technology can uncover hidden realities, making it almost impossible for large-scale changes to go unnoticed. This insight is why these images are being shared and analyzed worldwide, with many experts calling them a significant discovery in understanding Crimea's evolving landscape. The first set of satellite images highlights several areas in Crimea that have undergone major changes. Analysts noticed new constructions that were not present in previous images from just a few months ago. Some of these structures appear to be large-scale facilities, possibly for military or logistical purposes. Satellite imagery allows us to measure dimensions, estimate capacity, and analyze patterns from above, offering insight into the scale of these developments. In addition to new constructions, the images reveal significant modifications to existing infrastructure. Roads, pathways, and strategic entry points have been altered, suggesting increased security and operational readiness. Experts believe these changes could indicate preparations for future strategic operations or fortification of sensitive areas. Another striking aspect is the presence of unusual patterns on the terrain, which may correspond to military equipment movement or storage. By comparing these images with older data, we can identify exactly what has been added, removed, or modified. These subtle but crucial differences provide a rare window into the ongoing situation on the ground. For viewers, this level of detail shows how modern satellite technology can uncover hidden realities, making it almost impossible for large-scale changes to go unnoticed. This insight is why these images are being shared and analyzed worldwide, with many experts calling them a significant discovery in understanding Crimea's evolving landscape. One of the most alarming discoveries in the satellite images is the presence of potential hidden military installations. While Russia has maintained strict secrecy in the region, these new images hint at the construction of fortified positions and underground facilities. Analysts have identified what appear to be bunkers, storage sites, and reinforced shelters strategically located near critical zones. These installations are designed in a way that makes them hard to detect from ground level, which explains why previous monitoring efforts may have missed them. The satellite images also show modifications in known military zones, with camouflage structures blending into the surrounding terrain. Some areas reveal unusual patterns, possibly indicating newly installed radar or surveillance systems, adding an extra layer of strategic advantage. By using high-resolution imaging, experts can infer the purpose of these constructions, their capacity, and potential usage. While exact details remain speculative, the existence of such installations signals serious preparations and an increased military footprint in Crimea. This development has raised concerns among international observers, who worry that the strategic balance in the Black Sea region could shift if these facilities are operational. For viewers, understanding these hidden changes emphasizes the power of satellite intelligence and highlights why Crimea continues to be a central focus in ongoing geopolitical analysis and news coverage. Beyond military facilities, the satellite images reveal extensive changes to Crimea's civilian and logistical infrastructure. Roads, bridges, and access points show modifications that suggest enhanced transportation networks, possibly to support both civilian and strategic movements. Analysts have noted construction in previously undeveloped areas, which could indicate preparation for increased supply routes or emergency mobilization. Some pathways appear widened, while others show new layers of reinforcement, hinting at a dual-purpose design that can handle both heavy vehicles and military equipment. Ports and docking areas also show subtle expansions, likely to accommodate increased naval activity. Observers point out that these changes could improve operational flexibility, allowing for quicker deployment of resources across the region. Additionally, some areas previously marked as empty or unused now display clear signs of human activity, indicating ongoing maintenance and development. Satellite imaging allows us to compare these developments over time, revealing trends that are otherwise invisible from the ground. For viewers, these infrastructure changes demonstrate that Crimea is not static. It is actively evolving in ways that could influence military and strategic calculations. By carefully analyzing roads, ports, and access points, experts gain valuable insight into the pace and scale of developments. This section of the satellite images provides a crucial context for understanding the broader implications of what is unfolding in Crimea. One of the most fascinating aspects of the satellite images is the presence of unexpected patterns on the terrain. Analysts have detected symmetrical layouts, geometric formations, and unusual markings that do not appear naturally. These patterns may indicate preparation for military exercises, storage areas for vehicles or equipment, or strategic land organization. Certain areas show repeated clearing and reshaping, suggesting ongoing human activity that is carefully planned and concealed. High-resolution imagery reveals earthworks, trenches, and barriers that may serve both defensive and logistical purposes. Experts studying these patterns suggest they could provide clues about troop movements, deployment strategies, or even camouflage techniques. Additionally, satellite imagery allows us to detect changes over time, identifying which areas have been recently altered versus those under long-term development. For viewers, these unexpected patterns create a sense of scale and planning that is difficult to perceive without satellite analysis. Understanding terrain changes also highlights how technology has transformed modern observation, making it possible to uncover hidden strategies without being on the ground. The presence of such alterations emphasizes the strategic importance of Crimea and why monitoring continues at an unprecedented level. These insights help contextualize what may appear to be minor modifications, but could have major implications for military operations, infrastructure planning, and regional security considerations in the Black Sea. Experts analyzing the new satellite images have shared their insights, emphasizing both the significance and the implications of these changes. Many note that the scale of construction and modifications suggests a long-term strategic approach rather than temporary measures. Military analysts point out that fortifications, camouflage structures, and altered infrastructure indicate careful planning for future operations. Civilian infrastructure changes are also interpreted as dual-purpose, supporting both local populations and strategic objectives. Some experts have compared these images to past satellite intelligence, noting a clear increase in activity in specific regions that were previously considered low priority. Observers emphasize that even subtle changes, such as newly cleared terrain or reinforced access points, can have major implications for operational readiness. International analysts are closely watching these developments, considering how they could affect regional security, naval deployments, and potential conflict scenarios. For viewers, expert opinions help translate raw satellite data into understandable insights, showing why certain patterns are particularly concerning. Experts also highlight that while the images provide unprecedented visibility, interpretation requires careful analysis to avoid assumptions. This makes satellite imagery both a powerful tool and a source of debate among analysts. By presenting these expert perspectives, we gain a deeper understanding of what the changes mean, why they are significant, and how they may shape future developments in Crimea. The satellite images do not just show physical changes. They reveal potential strategic implications for the region. Analysts suggest that new constructions, terrain alterations, and infrastructure improvements could enhance operational flexibility, allowing faster deployment of personnel, vehicles, or equipment. Military experts are particularly focused on fortified areas that may serve as command centers or storage sites for critical resources. The placement of these sites near key access points and transportation hubs indicates careful planning and strategic foresight. Changes in ports and coastal areas may influence naval capabilities, affecting both defensive and offensive options. Analysts also consider the broader geopolitical context, suggesting that these developments could shift the balance of power in the Black Sea. For international observers, understanding the strategic implications of these satellite images is crucial for anticipating potential moves and reactions from multiple parties. Moreover, changes in terrain and construction could serve as deterrents, signaling preparedness and reinforcing territorial control. For viewers, this section emphasizes the real-world impact of seemingly hidden developments. Satellite imagery does not just inform us visually, it provides actionable intelligence that shapes policy discussions, military planning, and public awareness. Recognizing the strategic significance of these changes helps us grasp why Crimea remains a focal point in global security analysis, and why these images have generated widespread attention. By comparing the latest satellite images with historical imagery, analysts can identify the pace and scope of changes in Crimea. Historical comparisons reveal that many of the newly constructed facilities, infrastructure modifications, and terrain alterations are recent developments, some occurring in the past few months. This rapid pace suggests ongoing strategic efforts rather than sporadic or incidental changes. Analysts can track construction progress, detect patterns of activity, and evaluate how resources are being allocated over time. These comparisons also highlight areas where previous assumptions about the region's stability may have been incorrect. For instance, zones that were once considered inactive or low risk now appear heavily modified, indicating a reevaluation of their strategic importance. Historical imagery allows experts to distinguish between seasonal changes, natural terrain shifts, and human-driven construction or modification. For viewers, seeing these changes over time provides context, showing not only what is happening now, but also how the region has evolved. This perspective is essential for understanding the full impact of the latest satellite revelations. Historical comparison transforms isolated images into a narrative of ongoing development, revealing both short-term initiatives and long-term strategies. By analyzing the evolution of Crimea through these images, we gain insight into the planning, prioritization, and potential consequences of these significant developments in the region. The revelations from these satellite images are likely to provoke reactions beyond Crimea itself. Analysts predict that neighboring countries, international organizations, and military observers will closely scrutinize these changes. Potential reactions could include adjustments in monitoring efforts, strategic planning, and diplomatic responses. Governments with interests in the Black Sea region may reevaluate their security postures, considering how new constructions or fortifications could impact regional stability. Experts note that even seemingly minor alterations can trigger broader concerns, particularly if they suggest an increase in military readiness or strategic capability. The images also provide transparency, allowing global audiences to verify developments that might otherwise be hidden. For viewers, understanding potential global reactions emphasizes the broader significance of what appears on the satellite imagery. These reactions can shape geopolitical narratives, influence decision-making, and even affect military exercises in nearby regions. Analysts stress that open-source satellite intelligence is a powerful tool for fostering awareness, accountability, and preparedness. By considering how various stakeholders may respond, we gain insight into the possible consequences of these changes in Crimea. This perspective highlights the interplay between on-the-ground developments and global security considerations, showing how localized alterations can ripple across international policy, military strategy, and media coverage. As we reach the end of this analysis, it is clear that the latest satellite images reveal significant and dramatic changes in Crimea. From hidden military installations to altered infrastructure and unexpected terrain patterns, the region is evolving in ways that demand close observation. Experts emphasize that understanding these developments is not only about analyzing physical changes, but also about anticipating strategic implications. The pace of construction and modification indicates long-term planning, reflecting a combination of operational readiness and territorial control. For viewers, these images provide a rare opportunity to witness changes that are otherwise difficult to detect, emphasizing the value of modern satellite intelligence. Before we end, remember that staying informed about such developments is crucial, as they have real-world implications for regional stability, global security, and geopolitical strategy. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest reports. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What surprised you most about these satellite images? We will continue to bring you the most important updates, analyses, and expert insights from around the world. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.